semuanya, welcome to my live streaming. Hari ini yang bakal main Before Your Eyes. Soalnya kemarin pas main Florence, aku lumayan suka ternyata game story gini. So aku tadi cari-cari di Steam, ternyata ada satu game namanya Before Your Eyes, and it's kinda similar to Florence. Mari kita main hari ini Before Your Eyes. And after Before Your Eyes, kita bakal mainin GTA Roleplay. Halo Nanda, halo Jelly, halo Rimaci, halo Renata, halo Marshani, halo Janeldi, halo Acit, halo Putri Maya, halo Tasya Indah, halo Nisa, halo Aisyah, halo Rizky, halo Choco Banana, halo Camila, halo Lebais, halo Amelia, halo Natalia, halo Diniopi, halo Kay, halo Mardiani, halo Janeldi, selamat hari ibu. Iya, selamat hari ibu. Karena udah ngomongin belum ke mama kalian. Halo Nur Hasmi, halo Kahwei. Nyanyi lagi kalian? Enggak, kita hari ini main Before Your Eyes. Aku malah makin bindeng ya. Kalian denger gak suara Oyen bindeng banget hari ini? Halo Aisyah, halo Khairunisa. Khairunisa. Takut salah sebut dah namanya. Iya, makin bindeng kan suara Oyen. Aku juga ngerasa aku makin bindeng. Tapi aku udah oke sih. Ya, bener kan. Harus agak ke depanan ternyata. Oh, iya. Aduh, pohon kelapanya nakal banget hari ini. Kita cepet ke belakang aja. Oke, mari kita main Before Your Eyes. Kayaknya lumayan bagus deh gamenya. Aku nggak tahu ya, tapi ratingnya itu kayak overwhelmingly positive. Kayaknya agak melewat ya rambut kelapanya. Kampret. BTW besok aku harus bantu bunda bikin kue. Aku nitip like aja, nggak apa-apa. Kamila, thank you banget udah mampir ke sini. Halo Iza. Halo Frozy Wozy. Halo Frozy. Ini gamenya kayak mana? Gak tahu ini gamenya kayak gimana. Cuman aku tadi lihat di Steam, kayak gamenya itu lucu, kayak warna-warni gitu. Terus akhirnya aku langsung beli. Tuh kayak musiknya juga musik nyantai gitu loh. Oke, kita nggak pakai lama, langsung start aja kali ya, biar nggak oyong. So this is Before Your Eyes. Kenapa gue jadi kayak bakpao? Oke. Kita main Before Your Eyes. Sebelum mata kalian. Sebelum mata gue. Boleh gak sih suaranya dikecilin, Neng? English lah. Atau mau pakai Chinese aja, guys? Hui. Suaranya agak kenceng ya, Buns. Sampai butek gue dengernya. Oke. Udah aku kecilin. Kok creepy atau sedih gamenya? Oh, Before Your Eyes di depan mata. Sebelum mata kalian lagi. Nah, udah diganti sama Frost tuh, artinya di depan mata kalian. Nah, kita langsung start lah ya matanya. Aku suka banget, aku jujur aku suka gambar kan ya. And part manusia yang paling aku suka gambar adalah mata. Nani? Hui. Gimana? Oh, jadi game ini pakai ID tag-nya Oyen. Mata gue kecil cuy, mata gue sipit. Emang lu kelihatan? So iya lu. Oke. Alright. Are you wearing glasses? No. Jadi malu. bengkak lagi hari ini. Ah, mata gue harus di sini. Oke, gue liatin screennya. Got them all, alright. Lucu banget gamenya. Oke. Start game. Kok lucu gamenya, dia lihat mata gue gitu ya. Oke, gak apa-apa Iza, thank you banget udah mampir. Aku ganti dulu nih Nightbotnya ya. Oh, udah diganti sama Iza. Thank you banget Iza udah bantuin ganti. Oke, gue disuruh blink on the white symbol. I'm trying to blink. Kedip. Bye. Aku harus fokus nih kayaknya nih. Jadi di game gimana? Game kedip-kedip mata nih. Keren banget. Keren banget, sumpah. Gue kok norak banget sih. Alright. Wah, keren banget. You will jump forward. Takut, Oyen gak suka dikagetin, sialan. Tiap kali loncat ya jadinya. Gak tahu nih, gamenya aneh banget. Anyway, yang monkey fowl, that's mine. Okay, what's yours? Lu pakai gue monyet tadi ya?
Hello there, stranger.
Halo bang.
You're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I know.
I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or
Iya, nggak punya tangan
hands to
emang.
shake with, or nose to look down with.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to find another way.
Okay, let's
See,
find another way
what
then.
you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body,
Udah
your
mati.
body's still inside of you. If that makes any sense.
Okay.
So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. You remember blinking, don't you? That thing you did 30,000 times a day? Would you do it already, Myron? Ooh, well look at that. You're a blinking genius. I knew you were special.
Yes, I know I'm special.
See all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you.
Makasih loh.
See, I just sometimes get a sort of a
Ini
hunch.
serigala ya? Iya, serigala.
Notion? No, better word than that. Ah. Premonition.
Premonition.
Souls
Apa tuh
worth
bahasanya?
pulling
Gak
up.
paham gue. Gak bisa bahasa Inggris Serigala. Aku harus gimana dong?
Now you see that
I'm
tower
gonna
up there? Big scary one. That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper, to be judged.
Oh,
I'm gonna present your
mau
case.
dibawa kemana?
Tell her the whole story of your entire life, from
Okay.
proud to stern. Now, if she's impressed, I get paid the Bitcoin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she
Okay.
ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me.
Ya, ini kayak akhirat gitu deh kayaknya.
Shut up.
Gue mau dibawa
trash
ke
birds.
apa? Mau dibawa ke tower, ada kayak
It
setan
was my
gitu.
fault you were no good. Layabouts.
Pembohong lu katanya gitu.
Satisfactory. Clock watchers. I got some words for you.
Oke. Ini takut. Meow, 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 meow. Salah ya gue. Nggak nyambung ya.
Sorry you had to hear that.
It's okay.
So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with.
Oke.
And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to
Kita
me.
harus ditantang
I want to see
cita-cita nih.
exactly what made you so absolutely great.
Oke.
So, just think back to
Pikirin
the very beginning,
kita
first
seorang
thing
apa nih?
that you can remember.
Kita siapa?
I'm gonna send you there.
Oke.
But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, all right?
Dia bakal kasih kita
Every
ke
time
masa
you
lalu kita
blink,
berarti.
you're going to jump forward in time.
You're
Could be
going
a
to-
second,
Oke.
could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works.
Oke. I'm ready, boy.
Alrighty then.
I'm ready,
I hope he's
Serigala.
ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Don't be
And just try to enjoy it this time.
Kenapa gue harus kedip mata, goblok? Kita kedip mata ya.
Look at that sun.
Nggak ada.
We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us.
Oke.
Why are you smiling like that?
Who is this? Oh, istri gue biasanya gitu sih. Biasanya pacarnya nih.
Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
Oke, sure. Lu laki apa cewek?
You see that big spiky plant over there? That's called an agave. 11 years.
Day really slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead, kid.
Sure.
Look at that. There's your little hand.
We have to make him do this every birthday.
That's a great idea. It'll really be something to see how he grows.
Benny. Oh, nama kita Benny. Our name is Benny. Alright.
Oh, you want to play along with Mommy, don't you?
Sounds good, honey.
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Oh.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like about
Halo.
What do I like about it? I like the music.
it? That's very specific.
I also like the
Wah, nggak bisa sembarangan ngedip mata anjir main
Look at
ini.
his little face. What do you think he's thinking about?
I don't know. Probably solving the problems of the universe.
So. No, it's not derivative.
Nggak boleh sembarang kedip
At least
mata
I
anjir.
didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay, I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot.
Mama.
Oh, that's sure a little mess of color.
Iya, Mama.
You know,
Jangan
if you keep
dibuang.
working at it, one day you'll be able to paint
mau dibuang.
exactly what's in your head. You'll be a real artist.
Unlike your poor mom. Mak gue miskin ya? Oke.
See? That used to be my piano. My
maknya
dad
punya
gave it to
piano
me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it.
Ini lagunya Pur Elis nih.
God, he made me practice so much. I hated it at first.
Biasa lah, namanya orang tua ya, suka memaksa.
I think he hoped to make it further than conducting the high school choir.
Nggak boleh
Hey,
kedip
Benny.
sembarangan anjir,
Are
males
you ready to
banget
see
lah, kesel
something
lah.
really special?
I just don't want him to get attached. Richard,
What?
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
We can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic, so no.
Aju. Oh, si kucing nih.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember? There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one? Very good. Just one note different. That one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels.
Oke. Gak ada kuat sama lu kucing, bau lu, nggak mandi sih.
Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
Iya. Oh, nggak boleh.
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up.
Kayaknya bapaknya deh, Richard. Bapaknya Richard. Dia sayang banget sama mamanya nih. Sama istrinya ya.
I think she liked that I was a professor.
Oh,
Gave
Richard
me a
was
certain-
professor.
Gravitas in her eyes, you know.
Mamanya
which I
pianis, bapaknya profesor.
Very quickly lost.
Egypt Airlines.
God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful. Where would you want to go if you could only go to one?
Dia ke Greece juga.
Well, just remember to put on sunscreen. Man, I gave you some unfortunate genes, didn't I? Luckily.
Oh, so sweet. Ih, jadi nggak boleh kedip-kedip sembarangan guys main game ini. Nah, tempat mamanya nih, tempat mamanya main piano.
That's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that? Richard, are you hearing this?
Oh,
What?
He's playing my piece.
kita jago
He
main
must have
piano.
figured it out by ear. I mean, I was a gifted kid, but he's brilliant. We need to get him into serious piano lessons.
Sure. But you know anyone who might be a good teacher for him?
What? I mean, in the city, sure. Not out here, I don't.
Oke. Ini si kucingnya nih. Kucingnya udah mulai ganteng, udah cakep nih. Ih, pegel anjir, gak kedip sama sekali.
Oh, God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Main tuh, main, cing, main cing. Bentar. Aduh, kayak gue nggak bisa nih. Gue nggak mau pakai blink. Oke, udah gue udah nggak pakai mata lagi
Of
nih.
course, sir. It's all organized into folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you get in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning? We are fine.
Oke, dia kayaknya sort of like secretary. Sini gue sayang, pur. Sayang ya. Sayang.
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
Sayang.
I guess that's true.
Don't let it go to your head, but
This is called a metronome. We use it to
Bentar guys. Oh emang kayak
measure
gitu,
time so we
bukan
don't get
gara-gara gue
lost
kedip.
in the
Emang
music.
dia kayak
I
patah-patah
want you
gitu.
to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit.
Oke.
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, you know, I might be a work of genius just as
Makin
I
bawah
was.
makin cepet dia.
He said,
Tuk tuk.
yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well. No such luck for me. But I do. I haven't seen him in over
Nah, ini
10
bapaknya
years.
nih.
Can you believe that? I wonder
Grandfathernya
if he'll
kita
even
boy.
recognize me.
Oke, next. Kita angkat teleponnya. Lah,
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
kita disuruh main piano nih.
there you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that. Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, Elle, so we can photograph you.
I'm just really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there every day, you'll be surprised by how much it changes.
Oke, ini kehidupan bapak maknya nih. Oke, kita di mana lagi nih? Ini backyardnya deh kayaknya. Rumah samping
buddy.
Ernie!
Ernie!
Siapa?
Ernie, we need you!
God, Elle, what if you got eaten by a coyote?
My sinuses would be eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
Lost
No, I
cat?
said I'm really worried.
Oh, kucingnya
Here, kitty,
hilang.
kitty, kitty.
God, honey, I'm worried too.
Namanya Ernie.
I know, sweetie.
Kucingnya hilang.
Ernie! Kid!
No.
Come to
Kitty
Papa!
cats.
I know you're mad about last night, but this is ridiculous.
What happened last night?
He's back.
Oh, God.
What?
Well, if he survived that, I don't know how worried we have to be.
Okay, well, let's take this seriously, okay? He has one eye. That means predators can come up from one side and he doesn't even know. Okay? Let's take this seriously.
Mereka takutnya digigit sama serigala.
Ernie! Come on,
Ernie, kamu di
dude!
mana, Ernie? Oh, kita akan cari Ernie.
So you're
mana
saying
nih?
it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But Ernie's
Hamil dia.
boy.
And you're sure about that?
Thought I was.
Uh-huh. And that was based on...
Pee-hole distance.
Say that one more time, sweetie.
Pee-hole distance from the butt. If it's further away or something, then it's one or the other.
I'm still not understanding how you let this
Oh
happen.
iya beneran
I don't
dong,
know.
Dia cewek
I didn't
anjir.
think about it.
Mama
Just-
punya anak 5 biji
It just
deh.
happened.
You just happen to find a stray cat in the alley. We keep it even though I hate cats. And now it just happens to pop out 5 more?
I'm sorry.
Banyak
I
anaknya,
didn't realize you
anjir.
hated cats.
For a
Kesian,
professor of
kucingnya
science and
banyak.
symbols,
Jadi
you're
makin banyak
really bad at
kucingnya.
Okay, that's funny. That's really witty.
I let us keep him for Benny. And I'm happy about that. But I really can't have 5 cats around the house.
Kucingnya ada
It's just
5.
not sustainable.
Yes, it's not sustainable, boy.
He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong with that?
No, are you kidding? I love it.
So sweet.
Yes, the Manila Galleon.
I meant Benny's book.
Oh, yeah, that's what it
Expensive, right?
No.
Udah ganti kamarnya. Ini kamar kapan nih? Jadi disayang banget sama orang tuanya kayaknya ya. Oke. Kenapa nih? Di malam hari kenapa emangnya? Coyote? Oh, ada serigala kayaknya nih.
I know, it
Enggak
seems
lah.
impossible that you could ever play something so complex. But just take it one day at a time. Trust me. You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand.
Disuruh belajar.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
Dia disuruh belajar sama mamanya main piano ya. What a nice story.
Okay, 2 brackets on each side.
2 screws
2
on each
screws on
bracket.
each bracket.
Bapaknya lagi bikin meja
2
nih.
washers on each screw.
The quiz said find the 0, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I mean,
Namanya
everything is wrong with that.
Benjamin. Nama cowok ceweknya Benjamin. Alright. Tempat mamanya berada selalu nih. Kitchen. Dapat F. Mirip-mirip nih kayak gue nih.
I want that box full by the time I come in there. If you don't play with it anymore, we're getting rid of it.
Congratulations, B! First of many, I'd assume.
Oh, dia mulai dewasa dewasa nih, udah mulai beranjak dewasa. Kamarnya udah berubah ya. Sih, ini udah mau di giveaway semuanya barang-barangnya dia. Alright.
This isn't my house. It's not my house.
Right, it's my house. 5 minutes to get down, and I'll drive it back.
Siapa nih? Oh, ini tetangga kita.
Or not. Fall back, you fool! I'll have your heads. I'll feed them to the cat. Hey, you! Yeah, you! Come over here.
Game
Yes,
namanya
Mr.
Before Your
Camera
Eyes.
Boy, I'm talking to you.
Oh, dia kamera boy, jadi kemana-mana dia bawa kamera guys. Oke. Lu mau ngapain, Cil?
Why are you always out here taking photos?
Ya, karena gue
You know, if you really
Beko
want to
kangen.
take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Chloe!
Oh shoot. I think I gotta go. But try to take a photo of me running into my house. I'm pretty fast, so I don't think you'll be able to. But you can try. What the hell? How did he do that?
Oke. Kita take foto dia ya.
Quiet, everyone. Betty's about to play for us.
Oke.
Wow, Elle, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since I
Saya
was
ikutin
4 or
yang
5
warna
years old.
putih-putih aja.
And what do you do, Richard?
He's a professor.
Of what?
Well, no one really knows.
No, I mean, what's his field?
It's maritime archaeology.
Ah, very cool.
But no one really knows what it means.
Unknown legend.
It's kind of one of those professions that stops a dinner party short.
Okay, more wine?
I'll have a little more wine, please.
Yeah, put a shot.
Banyak yang berasa dia keren banget ya. Kayak seorang artis,
The
pianis.
class is world history. My name is Mr.
Mr.
Isaac.
Isaac.
The class will be broken up into
Hey, you.
units. In each unit, you have to study civilization,
Chloe nih.
Look on your desk. I wrote you something.
Dear weird neighbor kid, we are in the same class. What a coincidence. Please keep in mind that while we are at school, we don't know each other talk.
This is a
me
quote.
Ever.
I want each of you to write it down. Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space. Okay, now I will go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh, yes, of course. So, those who do not remember the past,
Dibantuin sama
repeat the
Benjamin.
past. That's right, right?
Indeed it is. Though I prefer you to answer without the help of your boyfriend next time. If
You broke
we
my
do not
talking
keep
rule,
an
but
accurate
I
account
asked
of
you
the
to,
past,
so
we are destined
I guess I'll have
to
to
embarrass
live.
ourselves and all.
Siapa lu udah bantuin lu juga sok iya banget sih lu jadi cewek.
And now on to what you've all been waiting for. Grades.
Nilainya ya.
Assessments. 60%. Those are tests and quizzes. Class work. 20%. That's work we do while at class. Participation. 20%. I will give you a moment to write this all down.
Bagus nih game-nya, bagus serius. Cuma agak bikin ngantuk memang.
I tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself. The little guys are pretty cute, though. I will admit that.
Dibeliin
Oh,
apa
I
nih?
want the job of over getting paid to
Consters.
think of that crap.
A new contestant has approved. Oh, oke. Ini buat main itu kali berantem-beranteman nih, biasa laki ya kan.
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very
Oh,
sweet.
diajak main bareng.
Thank you for
berdua,
playing his
cuy.
game with him.
Your dad just thanked me for hanging out with you? That's a very interesting detail. Okay, shut up. I really want this one. Maybe I'll use tickle stick. Whoa, that's a pretty good drawing. You should draw pictures of more different stuff. Not me, though.
Oke,
I'll
boy.
actually kill
Oke,
you
kalau
if you
Wi.
try to draw me, and you saw what I'm capable of in your backyard. Benny, why did you draw me? You're not good enough. I look so ugly.
Halah, senang-senang aja lo, so iya lo. Oke.
It's called a magnet school. It's about an hour away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet
Oh,
the
disuruh
dean I
ganti
spoke with.
sekolah nih kayaknya.
You know, life can take you to some incredible places if you're really, really good at something.
Gue tadi disuruh apa pindah sekolah nih kayaknya mamanya nih.
So, what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could
Benjamin.
excel in that sort of an environment?
Serem sekali.
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh,
Kayaknya
Not to
jahat
worry.
nih orangnya nih.
if he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition? We'll get a few pieces that you can have him start learning. I'm eager to hear what your son is capable of.
Oke. Pakai batch. Disuruh tulis pakai apa? Disuruh mainin Bach.
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it. Just like to see you really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that. What was that? Was that the piece? What is going on with you these days? I barely know whose kid you're supposed to be.
Buang.
Oh my God, Benny!
Nggak mau.
What are you
Gua nggak
thinking?
mau.
You could have killed us.
Dipaksa nih fix nih.
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
Mulai nih dipaksa emaknya. Dipaksa emaknya. Sama aja kayak emaknya kayak bapaknya tuh. Maksa-maksa ya.
Oh my God. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you?
So listen, I found a construct.
What are you doing? I explicitly asked you not to pick up the
Don't
phone.
care.
Oh, he's fine. Let him talk to her.
Oh, what do you know about anything that's going on right now?
Okay, you know, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't raise your voice like that.
Well, then don't stick your nose into things that you're completely checked out of.
Okay.
Man,
maybe
did I
I
just
am
cause a
fully
fight
checked out,
with your
but
parents?
I actually think
I'm
the
sorry,
fact that
dude,
you're checked out means
but
that
you
it
should
was
also
account for
cherish
the ocean
these
you're
moments.
over.
My mom and dad used to fight, and I would always hate it, but now I actually miss it a lot. Anyway,
Karena mamanya
so
udah nggak ada.
basically across the board, crustacean types perform well against mollusk types. So we got to be leaning on lobster a lot more in these reef battles. Then,
ngomongin tentang
once we get
main
to the
game.
trench, will be facing what they call craniate types, so chondric types will be what we need. But we haven't even gotten any of those yet. Anyway, it's all pretty complicated, so we can go over it in history class tomorrow. But listen, I definitely don't want you to play without me. But if you do end up playing without me, spend as much time as possible in the red reef, because that's supposedly where you can find these chondric types, which we're for sure gonna need. But we'll talk more tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I gotta go.
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is Amamet, and she's got, and yes,
Hey,
that's a she.
Mr. Kid.
The head of a crocodile,
Over here.
fur
That's
of a lion,
Look at it.
and the body of a hippopotamus.
Tonight after my dad
Though I would
goes
not
to
say that to
sleep,
her face.
I'm going to sneak
Now,
out my house and go sleep
As
on the
you can
beach. If you want to
see,
get invited
she
to
is
me,
ready to devour
picture of Mr.
any of the deceased who
very
do not pass
constipated.
judgment.
Love, we hear it.
Sort of like me with your weekly quizzes. So I am not quite sure why I don't hear more frantic scribbling right now.
Ew, why is he so scared looking? Okay, I'll call you when I'm leaving my house. You better pick up my call, dude.
Untung orang si botak ngeliat lagi konstipasi pantat si.
Slightly
wangi
worried
bear.
about having you change schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children.
Richard, Benny has a chance here. A real chance to
Berantem.
be really good at something. I mean,
Berantem. Orang tuanya berantem.
but I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
No, I suppose you're right.
Oh, Richard, please.
Berantem orang tuanya ya.
It's like that.
Udah nggak kayak dulu lagi ya main piano secara dua-duanya sayang gitu kan. Sekarang semuanya demi kebaikan anaknya ya kan.
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
Alright.
Richard, tell your son to turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
Benny, I say turn the lights off, not just Mom.
Oke. Ribet ya. Sneak out lah.
Wow, didn't think you'd actually pick up. I mistook you for a baby. I apologize. Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T-minus now, okay? Chloe, out.
Kabur nih.
You know, I'm really glad you're here. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Or to get off my chest. Okay. I don't think Consters is actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was explaining how it's actually a ripoff of a really good Japanese game. He calls it a cash grab. So, I'm sorry that I made you like it because it's actually a terrible game. But I also think that if
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night. You're already
Oh.
feeling sick, aren't you? It's okay. You still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something. Maybe just try and close your eyes now and get a little sleep on the way over.
Mabok deh.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear. Okay. I think that's enough.
Mabok deh. Nggak tidur seharian.
So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice? Yes? As you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path, wherever it may take you, okay? All right.
Maybe I pushed you too hard. Maybe I turned into my own father.
Iya emang.
I don't know.
Emang.
You have to find something to focus on. The world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
Lu jangan maksa-maksa gue dong, Mah.
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo, okay?
Oke, dokter. Mantap. Oh, ini hasilnya dia. What happened?
It's a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer?
Kenapa nih? He's sick? Kenapa nih? Emang dia sakit? What the heck? Oke, at the beach lagi ya. Di pantai lagi.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
All right. Kenapa nih?
Dinner's ready. Why isn't your son eating with us, Al? No. You mean young Vincent? Well, ever since he got sick, all he does is make art.
Kerjanya ya make up
And
doang ya.
Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
Wow. Kira dia fokus
Really
di
gotta thank
gambar.
you for this, Benny. Emma Bills is so pissed that weird camera kid won over her multiple horse portrait that she literally just left with her dad in tears.
All right.
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art. So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art, you ponies!
Galak amat. Udah digambar nih bagus-bagus gambaran gue. So iya banget sih lu.
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are. It's very zany, very kitsch. Lucky for you, the world is always in need of more greeting card artists.
Maunya gimana? Gue gambarin yang bagus nih. Udah gambarin lu telanjang ya.
There you go, Mr. Brin.
Alright.
Feel each shape.
Hah.
Oh, you fiend!
Nggak tau lah, gue
I
pusing.
want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Brin has done here. You see, he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece.
Ah. Nice. This is a masterpiece, guys.
The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely ironic.
Iya,
He's
iya,
flipped the
iya.
discourse
Emang bagus
so
emang.
thoroughly, I'm
I
actually
feel that
dizzy.
too. Oh, wow.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Benjamin! Marvelous show last week. Truly stunning.
Nice. Kita gambarnya bagus nih.
Worry, you're not selling your soul.
Oh, kita jualan gambaran kita ya. See, I am a great artist, boy. Sign kontrak deh.
I've got a good feeling about you. We're going to make a lot of money
Benjamin
together,
Brin.
aren't we?
Aren't we? Yes.
To actually making some money with one's art. Lord knows I could never do it.
Halo. Halo, Oci. Ini game namanya Before Your Eyes. Cheers, boy. Cheers.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, it is.
So, now that you've made it, tell me, what are you going to do with it? Besides buy me fancy dinners like this every week, obviously. Because I can get used to this. Oh, this looks...
Suruh gambar lagi kah?
Honey, stop. Is that a...
Oh my god. I think it is.
All places.
Hey, honey. Your work's incredible. The new stuff is wowing us all.
Pada suka karya kita.
But Ben, I've had an idea. You know, the critics are fickle. How about if you go back to your roots? Paint something meaningful, personal, close to your heart. Gotta go. Love you lots. Mwah.
We need to draw something lebih ke kita. Kita banget.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. You're at such an important moment. Oh, Benny, I told you not to pick up. There's nothing you can do for me right now. All you can do is just keep painting,
thriving. You make that work of true genius. I can just tell you're almost there. So, I'm going to hang up the phone now, and you're just gonna get back to work, okay?
Okay.
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe was the single thing in the world my wife was most proud of. Her magnum opus, so to speak.
Mamanya meninggal.
I think you all know who I'm talking about. Benny, you ready to come up here?
Mamanya meninggal. Oh, this is sad.
Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
Hey, honey. Guess who's calling? Again. Look, you know I talk to big, important people. People who could change your life every day. What the hell am I supposed to say? What do you want me to say? That I haven't heard from my star client in 6 months? This is getting ridiculous. You've got to get it together. Love you lots. Mwah. Hey, Benny. Guess who's calling? Well, here's the call. Where?
Hey, B. Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again.
Oh, this is so sad.
I hope you understand.
Mamanya meninggal, terus dia juga bingung harus gimana jadinya ya. Papanya juga mau jual.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told you not to pick up the phone, but, well, I'm just so happy that you did. What's that? What's so fascinating, son?
This is so sad.
Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor. My God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable.
I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that. I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with all those little drawings you did. Remember when you still drew my portrait even when I begged you not to? God, you were such a little jerk back then. I kept that drawing, you know? Oh my god, I bet it's worth quite a bit of money now.
Ngadi lo Chloe.
And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. She was a genius. Like mother, like son, I guess.
Wow. Kita anterin dia lihat semuanya.
Hey,
deh.
so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something?
Acie, Chloe.
I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Whoa! Well, there
Kita balik
you
lagi sama
are.
si serigala.
Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go.
Okay, let's go.
Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
Happy.
His childhood was a happy one, growing up in a loving home raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea.
And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
His mother was an accountant who, in her younger years, had dreamed of being a great composer.
How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or more demanding? Kind of like your champion or more like a taskmaster?
Yang mana guys? Encouraging atau demanding? Ngedemand sih maknya sih. Encouraging.
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was ever encouraging, teaching him to recognize the greatness within.
How about that neighbor girl? Huh? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or first love? Now be honest here.
First love.
But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. Now, from that moment forward,
his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten: painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You lucky fowls! All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Ngapain lu?
I had assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're lyre birds. They're what becomes of souls who tried to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me.
Berarti lu penipu
Living
dong,
reminders
sialan.
of my oratory shortcomings.
Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one.
Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
Lu penipu anjir.
You're a
Kaget gua.
flea-bitten sap. You know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
Nggak suka. Takut. Jangan jump scare, gue gampar lu. Where am I?
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you.
Why?
But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
Not this.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
You know, my father once told me.
This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call?
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
Elle,
I
what is it?
see. She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal talent. I get it. Let's move.
1 yen, 2 yen, 3. We're eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep...
Di sini aku bingung juga nih ngomongin apa sih. Kita kebanyakan nge-skip ya dari awal ya. Kucingnya dimakan.
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone.
I know you want to stay here, man, but we don't have the time.
So this
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny. I'm worried about who you're going to become.
I get all this. We need to move.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
We can focus in, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can you please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want to hear us talking like this.
Let's see, mereka ngomongin apa nih?
I mean, what's the point?
What do you mean? What's the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep.
Dia kenapa sih? Emang sakit apa? Emang dia sakit apa?
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs.
What? I'm one of the coyote?
You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end of this. I promise. You know what to do. Go ahead and blink.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school. try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. Why don't you write the story of your life so far?
Oh, kita
And then
tulis
what you're going to
cerita
do
tentang
once you get better.
tentang kita ya.
That's a
The Great Life of Benjamin Bryan. Hi, his childhood was a happy one. Growing up in a loving home. Raised by loving parents in a quiet village by the sea. Lanjut. His mother was an accountant who in her younger years had dreamed of being a composer. Yes.
Man, this is wild. You really got into this, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. First love? Okay, Benny.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
What happened to us? Kita sakit apa?
You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
knock knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do.
Okay, just read it, Mom.
Can't.
Just go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you.
Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a happy one. Growing up in a loving home, raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. I'm certainly glad you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. It reads like Dickens. Really just very cool stuff, kiddo. You should be very proud, okay? Okay. Love you, buddy.
Agak bingung ya mau ngomong apa ya guys sambil main ini. Sumpah gue sampai tidak bisa berkata-kata. Benjamin Bryan was a loser. He was the worst Bryan to ever live. Alright. He didn't even try to fight the disease inside him. I think he was really sick. He just laid down and died.
he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one.
Oke. Sedih ya ternyata.
Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here.
Bagus nih film game-nya bagus.
Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said screw you too. Yeah, man, that's all I got.
Kanker kah? Kanker kah? Bentar, aku mau ke toilet bentar guys. Bentar, tahan. Bentar aku toilet bentar ya. Sorry banget guys, sorry banget. Bentar ya. Sorry semuanya.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know? What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know, I know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are faking.
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano. Your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Try to remember.
Wait, that's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
I'm very sick.
Make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Hasn't been over. Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
Mamanya meninggal.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But... Hey! What are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you.
Stay. Stay here.
I want to give you something. But I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
Close your eyes now, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes.
is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
It's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Well, it made me feel like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
It's okay, Benny, I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this clamp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You can come back to me now.
You have to do something. Richard, I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe.
It's okay, Benny, just close your eyes.
You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. Ugh. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me. I should go get ready. Don't worry. We got this. I think. There she is. Wish me luck.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative. And the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had. How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again. And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope. How he reminded them exactly who they were after they had almost forgotten. So when he knew he was going to go, he was okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
Ini namanya juga manusia ya, maunya banyak gitu. Dia nggak pernah sadar akan kehidupannya yang sekarang yang sebenarnya itu udah cukup bagus gitu.
She accepts. Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in.
Why is he smiling like that?
He must be somewhere that he likes.
I wanna be somebody. Me 2.0 for you. And when you meet somebody, you're gonna feel the same way I do. I'm gonna say I love you before you say I'm gone.
This is a great game. Nice. Gimana menurut kalian gamenya gimana? Aku nggak bisa sambil ngomong karena aku bingung ya mau ngomong apa ya, karena this game is like telling a story but nggak bisa di komen gitu loh. It's nice game.
There's a couple pictures of you laughing. Grip tight to raffle tickets I've got.
I guess ini gamenya ada dua kali ya, ada dua ending kali mungkin. Ntar coba deh.
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem.
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it. Just like to see you really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that.
Kita jangan buang. Let's practice.
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice. Oh my God. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you? Keep that up. You're sounding really good.
Kita fokus ya mainnya.
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is
Hey,
Amamet.
Mr. Kid. That's
That's a she.
look at it.
The head of a crocodile, fur of a lion, see, and the body of a hippopotamus, though I would not say that to her face. Now, as you can see, she is ready to devour any of the deceased who do not pass judgment. Sort of like,
Kamu
Slightly worried about having him change schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, listen,
Kita ikutin
I don't
maknya ya.
claim
Mamanya mau
to
ngapain, kita
understand the
ikutin mama
motives
kita
of
mau
children.
ngapain.
Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean, no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
Huh. No, I suppose you're right.
Oh, with
Alright, ini saatnya untuk istirahat nih.
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
Alright.
Richard, tell your son to turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says you say.
In your own time, Benjamin. We are very excited to hear. Why, he's marvelous. How did you ever train such a young boy to play like that?
Okay.
If he doesn't let you in after that, I'm not even sure I'd want you at that school. And I could tell you were having so much fun up there.
This is a different
You
story.
rehearsed
Yeah?
enough that it felt completely unrehearsed. I'm telling you, if we get you into a school like that, there's no knowing what adventures your future might hold. God, it's exciting.
Sounds like you really nailed it, kiddo.
It's not a matter of him nailing it. He sounded like a professional musician at 11 years old.
Now, that's your mother saying that. You know, she doesn't consider kids to be professional musicians.
Because they're not.
What are you talking about?
Performers, yes. Musicians? No, they are not musicians.
Destroyer Tour, Anaheim, July 81. I'm telling
here,
you, Ace
okay.
Frehley was conjuring spirits. You don't have to open it right now if you don't want to.
What do you mean? Of course he wants to.
I just don't want him to feel pressure.
Sure.
Kita diterima.
What does it say?
Give him time to read it.
Why are you being silent, Ben? What's it say?
Don't pressure him. He'll tell us once he's ready to tell us. I mean, that's the main thing. It's just a school. It's nothing life or death.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it.
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical
nggak ada
thing I need you to
bedanya.
look at
Dia
before I
tetap
can let you
sakit.
two go.
Oh, yes, of course.
It's such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can you please try to speak a little softer? I really...
Alright. This game is lit, man. It's a great game. Very great game. Aku nggak nyesel sih beli game ini. Maksudnya kayak wow. Wow. Wah. Oh my god. I'm speechless. I am so speechless. Cannot say anything anymore. Bagus game-nya. Serious. Story-nya dapat banget and yeah, I like it. Halo, ndak beres. Iya, inti dari ceritanya adalah pemeran utama sakit dia berpikir kayak dia udah menjadi, ketika dia lagi tiduran di ranjang ya, jadi dia tuh tapi tetap mikir kayak dia tuh seorang artis, terus he's a very successful life and bla bla bla, tapi kenyataannya itu semua cuman di pikiran dia, dan kenyataannya dia tuh sakit dan dia tidur terus di ranjangnya. It was kind of dark, but I love it. I love it. I really do love the story. The story was good. Nice one. So I guess live streamingnya sampai sini dulu. Nanti kita bakal streaming ulang main GTA roleplay. Oke. Masih agak speechless dengan gamenya. Jujur masih agak speechless dengan gamenya. Biarkanlah aku untuk bengong sebentar dan berpikir ini ceritanya kok jadi begini gitu. Sedih. Dan terakhir yang aku paling gak paham, mamanya bilang I cannot breathe. Is that mean that his mother juga meninggal gara-gara anaknya kayak gitu atau gimana? Aku tetap pakai file hari ini. Mau jadiin dia dokter dulu biar aku tenang juga kan, atau nggak kita bersih-bersih di kota ya kan, juga bisa. Anyway, thank you so much guys for tuning in and seeing me playing before your eyes. This is a very great game. Untuk kalian yang mau main juga, I really recommend it. It's a very nice game. Aku sedih, tapi barusan ceritanya bagus banget. Kayak mau nangis juga bingung gimana gitu, pokoknya bingung, jadi bingung. After all aku suka game-nya, keren, game-nya keren, dan dia kayak ada efek-efek kedip-kedip, dia next scene, kedip next scene gitu. Iya, terngiang-ngiang sama game-nya ya, makanya Tasya Indah ya. Aku juga terngiang-ngiang dan merasa sedih ya kalau udah terngiang-ngiang, karena wow, ternyata plot twist sekali gitu. Ternyata awal-awal tuh semua kebohongan diri sendiri. Damn you human. Oke, ini kita semua harus berasa bersyukur dengan keadaan kita sekarang. Oke? Be blessed. Thank you so much guys. See you guys on the next stream.
Bye. See ya.